Grace and peace to you. Welcome to Morning Watch. Good morning, Kenneth. I'm Rob, one of the pastors here at White Plains. Glad to have you with us today on a Tuesday. Chilly, a little icy outside. This is where we gather for a song and a thought for the day. So glad you're with us whenever you're watching. Thanks for being here, liking, sharing, all of that good stuff. And let's begin our time together by going to God in prayer. I would like candles this Christmas. Candles of joy, despite all the sadness. Candles of hope where despair keeps watch. Candles of courage where fear is ever present. Candles of peace for tempest-tossed days. Candles of grace to ease heavy burdens. Candles of love to inspire all my living. Candles that will burn all the year long. Amen and may it be so with us. All right, so here is another one of these songs, sort of like, I consider this sort of a companion song to The Times They Are A-Changing, which we did last Friday. But this one not nearly as well known, Time to Ring Some Changes. Old song by Richard Thompson and Fairport Convention. Here we go. This old house is a tumbling down. The walls are gone, but the roof is sound. The landlord's deaf, he can never be found. It's time to ring some changes. For the rest of you, son, if you just stand still and ask that's a good one. If you don't know that one, that's Richard Thompson. You can look it up. I've done a fair number of Richard Thompson songs on Morning Watch before, like How to Be Simple Again, but that's an older one, I think, from the Fairport Convention days. He was with the Fairport Convention in the 60s in England, and they were sort of the British Jefferson Airplane, sort of a folky group, blended British folk and rock, traditional British music as well, like jigs and reels and things like that. Anyway, another one of those songs, like The Times They Are Changing, that I feel is in the spirit of Advent, that might have been on John the Baptist's playlist if he was around today. Morning, Terry. Morning, Floretta. And good morning to you whenever you're watching. Thanks for being here. Well, as you might imagine from this past Sunday's sermon, John has been on my mind, and today's reading that I picked out from this Celtic Book of Days, talking about crooked things. Isaiah 40, verse 4 says, "The crooked shall be made straight." Right? Make straight a pathway for God. We talk about crooks and people with sexual perversions as bent people. But the truth is that all of us are bent in some way. And not one of us can move into a state of bliss, into our ultimate fulfillment in God, unless every crooked thing is straightened. We can prepare the way for the Lord by putting straight what is crooked. Crooked things include things that seem big and things that seem little. Overeating and gossip, tax evasion, financial dishonesty, emotional and physical abuse, willful failures to communicate, manipulation of others for our own purposes, and sexual immorality. What things then are good? Those that have remained whole and uncorrupted as they were created. The things that God, according to the apostle, quote, has prepared that we should walk in, the good works in which we are created in Christ Jesus. These are goodness, integrity, devotion, fairness, truth, mercy, caring, peace, spiritual joy. All these with their fruits, the things that come into being as a result of these qualities, are good. I'm going to read that list again. Goodness, integrity, devotion, fairness, truth, mercy, caring, peace, spiritual joy. All these with their fruits, which are the things that come into being as a result of these qualities, are good. And the opposite of these are things that destroy goodness: malice, irreverence, discrimination, lying, greed, hatred, discord, bitterness, and with all the many fruits that they bear. For the fruits of both good and evil are innumerable. True discernment is the inseparable companion of Christian humility and opens the way to perfection to the true soldier of Christ. If we all weigh our actions in the just balance of true discernment, we shall not be hijacked onto crooked ways. If we walk by the divine light, we shall not go astray either to the right or the left, but we shall always be kept on the straight way, chanting with the conquering psalmist, "O my God, light up my darkness, for through you I shall be delivered from temptation." And that's an ancient Celtic writing based on the rule of Columbanus. And let's close with this prayer. Lord, show me the things that are crooked in my life. Lord, judge, spare me from things that could be crooked in my life. Lord Christ, straighten out the things that are crooked in my life. Oh my God, light up my darkness and deliver me this day from temptation. Amen and amen. All right, thanks for being here, folks. Oh, to stay on that narrow road, right, Floretta? Yeah. All right, y'all have a great day. Thanks for being here, especially in this Advent season when things get busy. Thanks for hanging in there, telling folks. We'll look forward to seeing you in church this coming Sunday as we hear the Song of Mary. We might hear a little bit of that tomorrow. And thanks for being here. May you find peace and purpose in this day. I look forward